The dumb people are having kids, bro, because they're growing phantom penises, bro. It starts with the education, but then it turns into girl power and feminism. Men aren't showing up in the same way as they used to. I don't think a woman can be a breadwinner today and there be that same sexual chemistry between her and her husband.
But I am really worried about population collapse and the fact that we've chosen not to have kids.
Bro, you know who's not having kids? The smart people.
Yeah,
the dumb people are having kids, bro.
There's something in that statement, by the way.
Yeah.
There's something to the fact that the more you educate women, the fewer kids are born.
Because they're growing phantom penises, bro.
They're growing phantom penises.
Yes, they are. They're very masculine, and it takes a super, super hyper masculine man to make them feel feminine.
Okay, that was a hard turn. So,
oh, I get that all the time.
Let me reorient. So, yeah, what is the takeaway from that? That's why. So I feel like women have this. As you educate them,
no, it's not the education so much. It starts with the education, but then it turns into girl power and feminism and boss bitch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I think naturally, the natural state of a woman is to be a little bit more submissive, is to be in not the leadership role, but the helping the cause role. And I think most women ideally don't want to make all the decisions, don't want to pick where dinner is, don't want to make the hard business choices. They don't want to face the pressure and stress of work. There are outliers. Maybe your wife is one of them. But I think by and largely, the average woman does not want that. They don't want that life. They're being forced into that life because men aren't showing up in the same way as they used to. And they have all this pressure from society to be a bad bitch. And so they end up growing what I like to call this phantom penis, you know, where they're kind of more of a man than the guys that are trying to date them. And so we're in this weird paradox where men have to be super, super, super on top of their stuff to even get a woman to want to submit. Because why would a woman want to take a risk on a man that she doesn't even know if he can handle it? Isn't that dangerous to her on a primal level?
Yeah.
And when she makes more money than him and she has a higher prestigious position than him, and she's supposed to come home and they're supposed to be equal partners all of a sudden, I don't believe it. And I know it's not popular, but I just think on a very basic primal level, it's not true. It's not true. And it doesn't, and look, I have very high level women that work for me making multiple six figures, big bonus checks. I mean, one percenter. One of my women, the lady that runs my construction company, she is a one percenter. And she deserves every bit of it. And we couldn't make it without her. She's absolutely phenomenal. But she's also substantially older than me, grew up in a different generation. I don't think a woman can be a breadwinner today and there be that same sexual chemistry between her and her husband.
It's an interesting
because of
thesis.
Hypergamy.
It's a very interesting thesis. I actually think there's probably more to it than hypergamy.
I think there's much more.
So
argue with me.
No, unfortunately on this one, all I can do is agree with you. So I think that men want to feel powerful, and just like women want to feel beautiful.
Yes.
If you make a woman feel safe, seen, and desired, then
and heard.
Yep, for sure. Then you're gonna do well. If you make a man feel appreciated and powerful, you're done.
Yeah,
like,
you're done.
That's
There's
it.
much
That's
simpler.
all I need.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very interesting.